Hi, I'm Sue Boo bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to make a mail card using the birds and branches, but I'm not using the stamp set. I'm actually using the dies. So to save time, I've already cut out one of the sprigs here of leaves, the branch, and one of the birds. Now with the bird, I have stuck the bits back in and just put a touch of colour on those. So I'll show you in a minute. Right, so first of all, I've got a piece of Blackberry Bliss that is going to be the same colour as the ombre paper that I'm using. So you need to score this at, it is 4 1/8 by the length of an A4 card. So I've scored this at 2 1/4 and 3 5/8. Turned it to 180 degrees, and scored it again at 2 1/4 and 3 5/8. Okay, so before I actually burnish the score lines, I'm going to put the DSP on. So on the back, I'm going to leave the back last, so just put that. I've got a gold layer, the matte, that measures 2 1/8 by 4 inches. So I'm going to glue that to the first panel here. So I'm going to glue that on there. So that's going to be on the panel. So just leave yourself an even increment all the way round. Now, you can barely see my score line. I can just see it myself. You won't be able to see it. So just put that there. And then I've used the Oh So Ombre DSP that you get free in this time of celebration. So if you spend £45, you will be able to get this free, and that is before postage and packaging. So this measures 2 inches by 3 7/8. So I'm just again going to put an even increment all the way round, and then that's exactly with the same for the panel at the back. So again, the gold mat is 2 1/8 by 4 inches. So we're going to put this on this side now. So when this card is finished, it will fit in an American standard size envelope. So I think it will definitely fit in our envelopes too. So I'll just check that with our envelope sizes, but definitely fits in the American sized envelopes. Okay, then the back panel for the middle panel in your scoring is going to be 4 3/8 by 4 inches. So I'm going to put this on the middle panel. Let me see where my score lines are. I'm having difficulty in the light seeing where my score panels are going. Now I'm just going to bend this, so this is going to go back and this is going to go forward, and I'm just going to check that my gold panels match up. So I want it to be matching up, so that's going to go back and that's going to come forwards. So it's going to be like that, and that looks as though they're fine. Okay, so I'm going to flatten it back out again, and then your middle panel is 4 1/4 by 3 7/8. So this is the Blackberry Bliss DSP that you get free. So it's got Blackberry Bliss one side, and you have got your Granny Apple Green on the other side. So I've just chosen to use the Blackberry Bliss and the cardstock of Blackberry Bliss, so it all coordinates. And that's why I like Stampin' Up, because you can buy everything that coordinates, and this, as I say, is free at the moment. Okay, so I decided to cut out, this is in olive foil. This was in clearance a while back, so you can't get the foil, but you could use gold foil in place, or you could just use some old olive green. Just going to dot it around a bit of the branches before putting it on. So I'm just going to lay this across the card, going at the top left hand corner more, and then I've printed off stamped a happy birthday. Now this set again is no longer available, but I needed a happy birthday would fit in the oval punch, so I've used the oval punch, and I put this in the ombre paper and punched both out at the same time, so it gave the lighter effect at the bottom, and then it gave me the one that was a bit darker. So I've used that, and I've already put that up on dimensional, so or foam tape, and I'm just gonna put that approximately in the middle, coming up a little bit from the bottom. There we go. And I'm making sure that my happy birthday is more straight than my oval. My oval's coming up to my right hand side. Now before we go much further, I'm just going to burnish my score lines, and I thought I'd got my bone folder out. So I'm going to bring the first one up and burnish it, and then the second one down. Now you could put DSP on here, but this card is going to be quite thick, and so I didn't want to do that. So again, I'm bringing the first one up, burnishing it, and the second one back. So I'll burnish it on the other side, so that it gives you a card when it stands up. It's going to be like that. So you will see the ombre paper at the back, but it will stand like that. So for the back, I have used just a piece of the ombre paper. So I've cut this the same size as the gold layer, which was 4 3/8 by 4 inches. So I used Blackberry Bliss, and this is last year's celebration stamp that I got, Celebrate Your Day, from the cupcake one. So we're just going to put that in the middle there. Just got spilt some glue on, but if you're quick you can rub it off. That's fine. Okay, so that's gives you a nice back to your card. I'm not going to bother with any other DSP on the back because it's going to be the front facing. Now the bird, I cut out the bird and I've just touched him up. I've got a Ranger, and I just put my corner of my sponge in Mango Melody, and I just did around his body. All these bits had fell out, so I then glued them back in, but before gluing them back in I went over each with the Mango Melody so that it gave the bird some definition. And I'm just going to put a whole foam tape pad on to stop those pieces from coming out. So I'm going to perch him on my happy birthday. So going to put him to the side, so he's going to be like that, and he's going to be on happy birthday. So it will fit in, as I say, it will fit in an American sized envelope, and it will go into a European, I suppose, standard size. It's standard size for Britain anyway, so will fit in there. I had designed it to go in the American sized. Oh no, it won't fit in that. It's got to fit in the standard size British one. It won't fit in. I thought it did, and it doesn't. Okay, so that's the finish of my car. I wanted to make it quite plain, quite simple. The actual glitter darts. So I've used these from the Christmas kit that I got, Joy of Sharing. And you got this size and a bigger size, and I actually cut these out using my punch to make more. So I didn't want it too fancy because it's a male's card, but I also still wanted it to look lovely. So I hope you like that. These are my own measurements. I've seen cards similar to this, but these are my measurements that I've done today. So these aren't anybody else's measurements. So I worked out the measurements myself. So it will say fold flat to go in your envelope, but it stands up like that. But as I say, because it's a male's card, didn't want it fancy. So I've just left it like that. You could really put some sprigs of branches here and more birds if you wanted to, but I'm just leaving it very simple. Thank you, Patricia. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching my video with as I film. So thank you very much. I have got a YouTube channel and I upload my cards videos onto my 3D projects onto my YouTube channel. It's exactly the same as my business page, which is SAB, bringing crafting to you. So, and don't forget, it's crafting. Somebody was trying to search for me the other day and they just put craft. It's crafting, and that's why probably it didn't come up. But if you wanted me to actually share a link with you, just drop me a message. I am a demonstrator currently for Stampin' Up. If you wished to be on my team, that doesn't mean to say you've got to do any videos or sell. You can just be a demonstrator, a hobby demonstrator. If you want to join, there is a good offer this month that while it's celebration, that you can buy £130 worth of goods for just £99, plus you get the DSP that's going to be in the brand new annual catalogue that's coming out, and there are 5 packs of those, and I presume there's 48 sheets in each of those, so the pack is worth over £50, and we'll have to buy each pack at £10.75 each, I think it will be, for us to buy. So it's well worth joining at the moment. It is a good time to buy with celebration because you get every £45 you get products free, and they are some lovely products that you're getting free. This is the celebration catalogue. It ends on the 28th of February. It's got some lovely patterns here, paper that if you spend £45 you get that absolutely free. There is the Darling Donkey stamp set that you would get free if, again, you spend £45. This is the Oso Ombre paper. As you can see, the Blackberry Bliss on the back is the Granny Apple Green, and it's Rococo Rose and Bermuda Bay as well. So they're on the reverse of each other, but there's 48 sheets. This is really good value. There is Approaching Perfection, some sentiments that you could use for your birthday cards. Again, these are all if you spend £45. It must be before postage and packaging. Corner Bouquet, that's another free stamp set. and Heal Your Heart's got some lovely sentiments on there. That one's coming to me soon. And this Fields and Flowers, this is 12 by 12. Now you only get 12 sheets, but it's 12 by 12, so they are really lovely sheets. You can do lots of things and cut the flowers out. Now the Touch of Ink, this is what we call a two-step stamping. And so you'd stamp your bird, and then here's the infill that you stamp on afterwards. Here's your leaves, branch that again you'd stamp on, even a little tiny leaf that you'd stamp on afterwards, your butterfly you'd stamp on afterwards, and your flowers that you can stamp on afterwards. You can, of course, just stamp each of these images and colour them with different mediums, like you could use watercolours, you could use the blends, you could use the Stampin' Right markers, so entirely up to you. But this stamp set, you have to spend £90 to be able to get that one free. And then this is beautiful. I just love this. I've been using a lot of this. You get 12 sheets of DSP plus the stamp set. So that is an absolute bargain. When you think of the stamp sets, I think probably the cheapest one in the catalogue, I'm not sure, around £16. So if you think about that, and the DSP usually costs around £10.75 or can cost more. This set, getting it free if you spend £90, is an absolute bargain. So, and as I say, it is absolutely beautiful. I have made a beautiful what do we call them, office type stationery box. That's it, stationery box in the DSP. I'm not finished completely what I'm doing yet, but I'm making this as a present, and I'm going to fill this with goodies, so that stands in. Normally in the sets you have a stamp and a writing pad with a pen, but I'm choosing to put some embellishments and things in there. So I've not finished it. I've got to put the bow on yet, but it's such beautiful paper. As I say, I have made so many things with this paper. It's really, really gorgeous. So thank you so much for stopping by. Please stay safe and stay well. Thank you. Bye.